Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at what are some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Scarlett Fu. We're joined by Bloomberg's Christina Aquino. Christine, what are you looking at today?
I'm looking at beer, Paul. Which is a little early.
Boom.
I was just going to say, but
a little early, but we got to talk about it. It's always 5 p.m.
somewhere.
Exactly. We got to talk about it, though. It's Constellation Brands, the ticker STZ, and that stock has just been extending declines all morning. It's now down more than 2% after starting the day a little on the back foot, but it's a lot more on the back foot. And that's because it's a day after they reported a cut to its fiscal guidance in 2026 because of weak consumer demand. And of course, we have a number of banks and brokerages giving it a downgrade. Price target was cut to $158 from $182 previously at Deutsche Bank. BNP Paribas Exane is cutting it to underperform. And it's also getting price target cuts $209 from $239 previously at another shop. So yeah, a lot of price target cuts for this stock. Now, President and CEO Bill Newlands yesterday speaking about this poor outlook and saying that it is primarily because of a notable decline in purchases of high-end beer among Hispanic consumers. So as we know, Constellation Brands, of course, owns Modelo and Corona. So that's really hurt their business.
All right, so we're keeping an eye on that one. Lululemon will be reporting earnings, I believe, tomorrow after the market close, right? But the company really is finding itself not in the moment because leggings are only for boomers, according to a recent Wall Street Journal article. Everyone else wears loose pants.
Yeah, we've moved on from leggings as a society. But yeah, that's absolutely right, Scarlett. And so, yeah, we'll get more thoughts, obviously, from the company on their recent poor performance. But yeah, Lululemon, ticker LULU, shares at the moment down 0.1%. So ahead of those earnings, of course, we're just we got an interview with their chief marketing officer, just taking a look at their big marketing shift. So really the strategy appears to be now emulating the success of Nike, right? Like trying to tap endorsements from sports stars. So they've got American tennis star, of course, Frances Tiafoe, who wore Lululemon apparel at the US Open. Paul, you probably saw that. They also signed Formula One champion Lewis Hamilton, and this is because their stock has fallen 50% this year, so they got to do something, right? And of course, their CEO Calvin McDonald still targeting $12.5 billion in sales by the end of 2026. So that's a lofty goal, and a lot of analysts are predicting that they will fall $500 million short of that goal. And so they're trying to mix it up, do something new. So we'll probably hear more about that when they report.
And Tesla,
ticker TSLA. Of course, that's back in the news after we heard from CEO Elon Musk earlier in the week talking about his new grand plan. Shares are up 3.8% this morning, and that comes even after we got the latest data from its Europe sales. So that's data from the Federal Motor Transport Authority saying that its sales slump across almost all of Europe's biggest electric vehicle markets just continues. So apparently in Germany, new Tesla vehicle registrations dropped 39% last month, plunged 56% through the first 8 months of the year. There's also seeing steep declines for August in France, Belgium, Denmark, Sweden, a lot of big EV markets just really not going for Tesla. The one exception, of course, is Norway, where it did rise. So very interesting, though, because it seems like investors are not focusing on that. They're focusing on comments from Elon Musk earlier this week saying that, essentially he was trying to take focus away from their poor car sales.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.